Hi and welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited about this week's coaching video because this week I'm going to be sharing with you 8 tips to help you build your self-confidence. So here's a very interesting quote that I found by Cummings, and it simply says, once we believe in ourselves, we can risk curiosity, wonder, spontaneous delight, or any experience that reveals the human spirit. So I thought I'd share that with you. So let's jump right on in. Number 1, always look your best. This seems like such an obvious one, but it's amazing how much of a difference a shower and a shave can make in your feelings of self-confidence and for your self-image. And we all have been down that road, right? You know how you feel. And let me tell you something. I feel good. I don't care how my hair looks or what I have on. But you ever have one of those moments where you're just moving through the day and you go to the hair salon and you get your hair done, and when you're done, you feel like $1,000,000. Put on a little makeup, a little lip gloss, and I promise you, you're going to feel a whole lot different than you did before you did those things. So always look your best. Even if you just go into the mailbox, always look your best. Because it does. It makes you feel so much better, and you even act different. Your whole attitude changes. Take a man with a scruffy face, hair all over the face, over the place. Get him shaved, and I guarantee you he'll have a different air about him. So always look your best. Number 2, get rid of negative thoughts. You have to learn to be aware of your self-talk, the thoughts you have about yourself and what you're doing. This I can't stress enough. I can't stand when I hear someone say, I am so stupid. I can't believe I did that. No, you're not. You may have done something stupid, but you're not stupid. So you always have to be careful of your negative thoughts. When I'm thinking about something, as soon as something negative pops into my mind, I quickly move that to the side. I'm like, the devil is a lie. I'm going to stay positive. So always, have positive thoughts. Get rid of all that negative thinking. Number 3, get to know yourself. I'm sorry, before I go into number 3. So this quote that I found by Sun Tzu, I guess is how you pronounce it. It says, know yourself and you will win all battles. So number 3, get to know yourself. When going into battle, the wisest general learns to know his enemy very well. When you're trying to overcome a negative self-image and replace it with self-confidence, your enemy is you. My enemy is me. Get to know yourself well. Start listening to your thoughts. Start writing a journal about yourself and about the thoughts you have about yourself, and analyzing why you have such negative thoughts. See, these negative thoughts come from someplace. They don't just pop into your mind. They come from someplace. Now start to think only positive thoughts about yourself going forward. Dig deep within yourself and you'll come out eventually with even greater self-confidence. So you've got to figure out where this negative self-talk comes from. And keeping a journal will allow you to do that. So it could be that chewing spinach sparks negative thoughts about yourself. Now, I don't know why it would, but it could, right? So I'm just using that as an example. So if that's the case, note that in your journal. Whenever I chew spinach, I start to think negative thoughts. So maybe you need to get rid of that. Get you some lettuce. Don't eat spinach. I don't know. But you get where I'm going with this. You have to know what triggers these negative thoughts. Now, here's another quote by author Ashe. One important key to success is self-confidence. A key to self-confidence is preparation. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Number 4, always be prepared. It's hard to be confident in yourself if you don't think you can do something well. However, if you are prepared, you won't mind being called on or being asked to do something because you were prepared for it. Excuse me. When I saw that, I immediately thought, I can remember the times over the years that I was asked to pray, during a meeting. Maybe the meeting was done and someone said, Michelle, or Deacon, usually is what people call me, Deacon, can you pray us out? And inside I would just get so afraid because I wasn't prepared to do it. But I said to myself, Michelle, you know God for yourself. So just talk to him. When you're praying, all you're doing is having a conversation with the Lord anyway. And so I've mentally prepared myself for that. So whenever I am, whether it's at church or in a social group or wherever, I am always prepared. that if somebody asks me to pray, I can offer up a prayer. So you've got to prepare yourself. It's just like with my YouTube channel. If somebody put me on the spot and wanted to do like an interview, I'm always prepared to talk about whatever it is that you want me to talk about. And I don't even have to know a whole lot about that subject. But guess what? I can talk a good talk and you'll think I know what I'm talking about. But just, you get where I'm going with this. You have to be prepared because you never know when your number is going to come up. Meaning that somebody's going to call on you to do something or to be a part of something. So always prepare yourself mentally for being able to jump in and do whatever it is that you want to do. Number 5, stand tall. Doing this will make you feel so much better about yourself. It's been said that people who stand tall and confident are more attractive. Let me tell you something. I don't care how nervous I am. I'm always going to stand tall. So when you look at me, you think Michelle has it all together. Inside, I am just losing it. You see what I'm saying? Not now, but sometimes I do. But you would never know that because I'm always going to stand tall with my shoulders back. And I'm going to let you think that I have it all together. Whether I do or don't is immaterial, but you never, ever, ever let anybody see you walking around all slumped over like this and you're looking down. Don't do that. Stand up tall. I don't care where you are or what's going on. Number 6, set a small goal and achieve it. People often make the mistake of shooting for the moon, and then when they fail, they get discouraged. So instead of shooting for something much more, instead, shoot for something much more achievable. Set a goal that you know you can achieve, and then achieve it. Then set another goal and achieve that goal. Repeat this again and again and again. You know, when I read this, it made me think about when I go and I compete, because you all know that I'm a competitive power lifter. My coach, you get 3 attempts on your squat, your bench, and your deadlift. So every first attempt is a number that my coach knows that I can obtain. And so he'll tell me what that first attempt is, but then he won't tell me what my second or third is. You know why? Because if he tells me the second and third, all I'm going to do is stress over it. I don't need to do that. Now I just go. He'll say your open number is 225 on your squat or whatever it is. And then I know that I can obtain that with no problem. So I go down, I do it, rack that weight, and I'm good. So I don't need to know what that second number is because I know that the first number is something that I can definitely obtain. That second number is something that I can obtain, but I know I got to put out just a little bit more for it. That third attempt is always going to be a bit of a stretch. But my coach believes that, you know, if I stay focused and I do everything that I know to do, I can get that third attempt. Okay? So, and it's the same way in life. Shoot for something that you know you can do. And then when you finish that goal, pick something else. It makes you stretch a little bit further, but you can do it. And then set another goal that's going to have you stretching just a little bit further, but you can do it. And if you repeat that, before you know it, you've completed everything on your to-do list. Number 7, I love this one. Smile more. This is a very small thing that can cause other people to smile even when they don't want to. And if you ever have a time where life just happens, you got stuff going on, and you're not in the best mood, and I know I've done it many times, and I'm walking around looking like somebody just, forgive my expression, peed in my Rice Krispies. And my face is just tight. And I'm walking this way. Somebody's coming towards. So I'm here. I'm walking this way. Someone's coming towards me, and this person smiles. And in just that moment, no matter what is going on in my life, I smile back. And you know what? If for nothing else, it makes you feel so much better, even if it is just for a few minutes. And I say to myself, you know what, Lord, I needed that, because I'm sitting here walking around with my face tight as Martha's hat band. For what reason? I can't change that at all. So why am I walking around here frowned up? So I'm trying to tell you, smile more. Sometimes I smile so much that my face hurts. You know what I'm saying? but it's a genuine smile, because no matter what's going on, I can get up and say, you know what, regardless of what's in my bank account, regardless of what bills I have that need to be paid, God woke me up this morning. He woke me up in my right mind. He woke me up with feeling in my limbs. He woke me up, with the ability to bless somebody else, even if it was just with a word. And so for that makes me smile. So I decided a long time ago, I'm gonna stop walking around here frowning. I don't care what's going on. I'm not frowning. And I've had people say to me, but Michelle, how can you walk around here smiling? You got this, you got that going on. And I said, you know what? Because regardless of whatever else is going on in my life, I still have my health and my strength. I have my family, I have my friends, I have my inner circle. So why should I walk around here frowning? Because frowning up is not going to create more money for that bill. Frowning up is not going to create that job that I really, really wanted. You see what I'm saying? So why do it? Number 8, exercise. When you look better, you feel better. So get up, get moving. And, when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I need to add this to my list, because my mind went back to The Biggest Loser. And I'm pretty sure everybody has seen The Biggest Loser. What I love about that show is when you see the contestants in the very beginning, and let's just keep it real, they're big, they're out of shape. A lot of them can't walk the treadmill at 2 miles an hour without getting winded and looking like they're about to fall over. But what I love is that as the show progresses on and they start to lose the weight, you see their confidence coming through. You see them smiling more. You see them laughing more. And you see that the things that they struggled with in the beginning of the show, they're no longer struggling with. And you see that they're looking better. So the more that they look better, the better they feel, the more they smile, the more they love the skin that they're in. I got to tell you about that too. So the whole exercise piece definitely brought back The Biggest Loser. So I said all that to say, if and we all have a little weight that we can lose. A little weight that we can lose, a little toning up we can do, all that good stuff. So if you know that you have that, go and just do it. Do it with a smile, because I promise you, as you get that body together, your whole personality changes. People are going to look at you and go, what's going on with Michelle? She must got a new man. She must be in love. No, Michelle is just happy because Michelle's been in the gym doing her thing. So that's what I have. So let me do a quick recap for you guys, and then I'm going to leave you with a quote from Walt Disney. So number 1, I said, always look your best. No matter what's going on in your life, always look your best. Don't ever walk around here looking like some disheveled bum just because things are not perfect in your life. I understand that, but you don't have to look like what you're going through. Number 2, get rid of negative thoughts, because they serve you no purpose at all. Number 3, get to know yourself. Sometimes you have to sit down and start talking to yourself to get to know you all over again. Number 4, always be prepared for whatever. Just always be prepared. Number 5, stand tall. One thing, let me say this real quick. One thing that bothers me is when I see people walking around hunched all over, looking like they have the weight of the world on their back. I don't care if you have the weight of the world. I do care. Let me not say that. But whether you have the weight of the world on your back or not, stand up tall. Square your shoulders back. Don't you ever walk around here all slumped over. Number 6, set a small goal and achieve it. Stop trying to reach for the moon. Start right here. Set a goal here. Achieve that. Move here. Achieve that. Move there. Achieve that. Stop trying to reach for the moon. Number 7, smile more. Yes, your face may hurt a little bit, but when you smile more, you make other people around you smile. And you never know how that smile that you just put out there is going to bless somebody else. Because always remember this. Somebody out there never has anybody smile to them. Can you imagine that? And when I thought about that, I thought, wow, that is horrible. Some people go through life and they don't have anybody that smiles at them. So I try my best to smile at people. I don't care if you work up in the chairwoman's office or you're cleaning the bathrooms. I smile at everybody that I come in contact with at work. Because like I said, that may be the only smile that they get that day. Number 7, exercise, because when you look better, you feel better. Here is my closing quote for you by Walt Disney, and it simply says, sometimes I can't believe that there are any heights that can't be scaled by a man who knows the secrets of making dreams come true. This special secret, it seems to me, can be summarized in 4 C's. They are curiosity, confidence, courage, and consistency. And the greatest of all is confidence. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way. Implicitly and unquestionable. Yes. Sorry about that. So that is so deep. I'm gonna make sure I leave that in the description box as well because I just love that thing. And real quick, in case you didn't know, Walt Disney started out his business in his garage. I was really surprised when I read that. He started out his business in his garage, and guess what? People told him that this whole Disney thing would never come about. They said, "You're dreaming too big. Stop. Go find something else to do. It's never going to work out." But look at Walt Disney now. I was just in Florida last week, and there's so much that's going on, and they're always building new things. Never let anybody deter you from your dreams, from your goals. If you have a dream or a goal in mind, you stick to it. Don't let anybody tell you that it can't be done. Because if you put your everything into it and you stay focused, you can achieve it. If Walt Disney can achieve it, so can you. So that's all I have. I want to thank you guys so much. Thank you for my newest subscribers. Thank you for those of you that continue to support me and all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back, and I don't use that term love loosely at all. When I tell you that I love you, I truly do, because without you, I'd have no YouTube channel. So I truly love you. Now, before I leave, I want to put this out there. It was put on my heart while I was away last week to do a workshop, and it's called Love the Skin You're In. And the reason why I came up with this is because I saw a video on Facebook, and I don't recall the young lady's name, but she's a model. She's tall. She's really, really dark skinned, much darker than I am. And I listened to her story, and she talked about how one day somebody said to her she needed to take a stone and scrub the black off of her skin. And that was just, I mean, that would have had me in tears if someone had said that to me. And then she said one time she was, I want to say it was New York, and she was getting in a cab. And the cab driver asked her, if she was trying to pursue a career in modeling. And she said yes. And this woman is absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful, smooth skin, very deep, dark skin, but it's so smooth and so beautiful. And she said yes. And he said, "Well, have you ever thought about bleaching your skin?" And she said, "No, why?" And he told her, he said, "Because I don't think you're going to make it in the modeling industry with that dark skin." And as she said that, I just thought to myself, that would have hurt me to the core of my being if someone had said that to me. But thankfully, she's in a place, like she said, that she loves who she is. She loves the skin that she's in. And it made me think about how many people out here are not loving the skin that they're in. Because I love the skin that I'm in. Yeah, I need to, lose a little weight, tuck a little here, tuck a little there, but I'm working on it, and so it's a process, because I'm not trying to lose weight overnight. I'm averaging about 2 to 3 pounds a week, and I'm happy with that. But I did decide, real quick, that I'm going to stop getting on that scale and just take my measurements once a month. So I'm going to do September the 1st, take all of my measurements, and I won't do it again until October the 1st. Scale is nice, but as y'all know, scale can go up and down for women, depending on whether you're in your cycle, leading up to it, or just going off. The scale goes up and down, so I'm going to rely on the tape measure. But I love the skin that I'm in, and I can be honest and say this. There was a time when I didn't. There was a time when I did not, and I felt uncomfortable being the only dark-skinned person sometimes in a group that I was in. But I was attending PG Community College, and a lady said to me, she said, "Your skin is so beautiful." She said, "Have you ever had any problems with acne breakouts or anything like that?" I said, "No, ma'am, never in my life have I ever had issues with acne." And she said, "Your skin is so beautiful." And I was like, "Thank you." And so from that day forward, I decided I'm going to love the skin that I am in. If other people don't love it, so what? I do. So I said all that to say that I am putting together a workshop called Love the Skin That You're In, and I have some people that I want to reach out to help me work on that, because I think that we all could use that reminder, both men and women, to love the skin that you're in. It may not be perfect, but nobody's skin is perfect. Even you see these models, guess what? A lot of that stuff that you see is airbrushed. We all have flaws. And so I want you to, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis is a perfect example. I don't know if you all remember a few years ago, she did a photo shoot without the makeup, without the Photoshop of what she really looks like. Completely different. It was as different as day as night of her pictures with Photoshop and the ones without. Completely different. But she was so brave to do that, and I was so thankful that she did. I'm pretty sure other people were too, to show you, love the skin that you're in. And when you see these models out here, all of that is not true perfection. That's just editing. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have. I will have more information for you next week with my catch up with my video, because like I said, I'm really going to be diligently working on putting together this workshop on loving the skin that you're in, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And I hope that you're able to come out and be a part of this workshop. I'm not sure what the cost will be, but it will be very, very small. It won't be very expensive at all. So again, that's all I have. I love you guys so, so much. And until next week, I want you all to start walking in your confidence. I want you to dig deep down, find that confidence, because we all have it. I just need you to reach down and pull it out. Stand up tall and walk with confidence in all that you do. Until next week, take care.